It's not often that we get to bring you a product review straight from the source, and this time it's an Acer monitor. Yes, their 27-inch gaming monitors that's launching right about now is actually produced in this factory behind me, and we are lucky enough to get a tour and see how this thing gets made. Now, there's a lot of reasons why Acer is doing this, and we'll explain more about this later on in this video. But let me tell you, one of those reasons is bringing the price down for South African gamers. So if you want to check out what that product is, let's go see it assembled, and then later on in this video, we'll do the review as well.
What you see here is the assembly line where the monitor is put together and packed on pallets to ship out. The process starts with unpacking the various parts that make up the monitor. Most of the parts are pre-assembled at the manufacturing level, like the IPS panel itself, but there are parts of the electronics that the company assemble locally too. That can range from full circuit board assembly or just adding a few components. Regardless, each of the components are thoroughly tested before it reaches the assembly line. This means that the components are checked meticulously with machines that cost millions of rands just to scope out an IC on a motherboard. It's eye-opening to see these machines check over each component and looking for faults if there are any. One of the final steps in the line is that each monitor is inspected visually for aesthetic issues, and the panel is thoroughly put through another visual inspection to make sure it's ready to be gamed on. At the end of the line, each component, which is QR coded, has been scanned throughout the manufacturing process, and when it comes time to box up the completed product, everything is checked and catalogued before loaded onto the pallet. Random monitors are also selected after they've been packaged to do spot checks on things like the OSD menu and the palette colored reproduction.
Okay guys, so there you have it. We've seen this monitor being made from beginning to end, and it's quite a process and pretty impressive as well, especially because it's made in South Africa. But let's see how good this monitor actually performs in real life. So I'm going to grab one off the production line and do the review. Which one? This one. Okay, let's go.
And here it is, ready for battle and hot from the Acer production line. The Acer Nitro VG270, a 1080p IPS display with a 240Hz refresh rate. It's color graded for accuracy and supports adaptive sync and G-Sync. The VG270 sports a good-looking gamer aesthetic with bold control buttons to access and manage the on-screen display menu. The menu has all the usual settings you'd expect to find here, allowing you to fine-tune the image to your preference. In terms of connectivity, there are 2 HDMI ports, 1 display port, and 1 audio out jack, and there's a DC power port. Looking at this monitor's performance, it offers great value considering the sub 4,000 Rand price tag. I've put it through my usual tests, benchmarks and games, and I was pleasantly surprised by the results. The picture looks great, even at 240 frames per second, and in-game the overall experience was on par with far more expensive monitors I've tested to date. Well done to Acer for giving gamers what they want, also for creating employment and supporting local communities. This is what we like to see. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to try running all my games at 240 frames per second.